Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Football Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Play fake, and here's Luton. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Luton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Sliding out of the pocket. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull off, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
This is Hunt on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up. And it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because they turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds Howard complete. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. He goes to the left side to Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Washington.
From the gun is Luton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This will make it into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
And it's complete. Cooper. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down, Eagles.
Here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line.
Philadelphia.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing, but I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Warrior 70.
Luton here off of play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's got a man. Tight end Howard complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Recovered by Philadelphia.
Ready, set. 57's right. Watch the run. Cougar 19. Go.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They run with Hunt. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The 38-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Viking 18. Check 4.
Running the hunt here out of the shotgun. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. delay. Here's Hunt. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. On second down now, it's Gordon, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The three straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Let's get it. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Check. 50's the mic. 50's ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there. They're going to try and throw. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on second down. And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Now Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Eagles.
Running out of the gun with White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 26. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end hoop. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 37. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Washington 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation. That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe.